Hi, it's Mona here with a new lawnfawn video where I am going to show you how I created this cute scene card with rainbow bubbles. For this card, I will use the bubbles of joy, the scripty bubble sentiments, dandy day, rub-a-dub-dub, fairy friends, and last but not the least, the old gnome stamp set. I stamped the images off camera with the crunchy leaf ink pad, but before I am going to color them, I will show you how I colored these bubbles. I stamped the largest bubble image from the Bubbles of Joy stamp set to a Nina Solar white cardstock with the same crunchy leaf ink pad. Before the coloring, I am giving a quick heat set to the images. This will fix them and will prevent ink smearing. I have created a template to show you the steps I will make during the coloring process. I encourage you to try it, it's so much fun. If you need, just check back here and this will help you a lot. For this coloring, I am using 6 colors from Spectrum Noir Illustrator markers, but you can use any type of markers you have. The point is, when you want to get this look, try to use similar colors like these. I am starting with light yellow, then I am adding pink and turquoise colors. Next I am continuing with the mint color and blend the yellow turquoise segment with it to get a nice smooth transition. Next I am using the soft lilac and doing exactly the same process like with the mint, but this time on the pink and turquoise segment. I am repeating this process once more with the blush on the yellow-pink segment and blend them well together with it. The following step is to blend the entire bubble together well with a clear blender. After this process, I am going back to my blush marker and create inside a symbol like this. It's important to make this process after the blending because the cardstock will be a bit wet and I have better control over it when I am blending it over again. Now I am correcting the bubble where I need and I am starting to color the outsides oppositely to create that original bubble effect. Now the coloring is done, it's time to add highlights. First, I am adding softer highlights with a white pencil. For this process, I am using Polychromos white pencil and I am softening the bubble with it. After the soft lights, I am switching from white pencil to white pen and I will create white reflections with it like this. 2 thicker lines outside and 2 smaller and thinner lines inside to create the spherical effect. When I have the reflections on both sides, I am adding some regular white lines where I think. Then I am adding sparkling effects too. Each of the bubbles will look a bit differently, but that's okay, and it will make the project more natural. Now I am continuing with the coloring on the other images too. I speed this process up and I will talk again soon. When the coloring was done, I added softer highlights with white pencil and then stronger highlights with white pen again. Then I die cut the images off camera to save you a little time. Next I created green grass with Grassy Hillside border dies and the grass dye from the mushroom border from Cilantro green cardstock. I have also created this banner from mermaid cardstock with the fancy wavy banner dies. Now it's time to create the sentiments. I placed a piece of 4 and a 5 and a quarter inches Bristol smooth cardstock to my MISTI and applied anti-static powder on it. Then I stamped the sentiment with watermark ink and heat embossed it with white detailed embossing powder. I did the same thing with the teal banner off camera. The following step is the ink blending with Distress Oxide colors. First I am using shaded lilac Distress Oxide ink, then I am continuing with Peacock Feathers Distress Oxide ink and I am blending the colors together. I wiped off the excess ink from the heat embossed sentiment, then I splattered the background with white watercolor and let it air dry. I continued the blending process with Peacock Feathers Distress Oxide ink on the grass die cut too. Now it's time to put my card together. I picked this beautiful plaid cardstock from the Perfectly Plaid Remix Putty paper pack. I cut it for 5.5 by 4.25 inches. Then I adhered it to the card base and continued with the seam building process. When it was done, I placed the blended background to the card base, then I adhered on it the grass as well, and continued with the seam building process. And this is the finished scene card with these adorable mice and bubbles. If you try the coloring technique, please tag me so I can see your beautiful creation. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Have an amazing day. Bye!